and lay flat on the mat. Little mini shavasana to start. Hands beside the body, palms facing up. Legs stretched out, feet falling to either side. Starting to move the awareness from the external to the internal via the breath. A deep breath in through the nose. A deep exhale through the nose. Beginning to come aware of which parts of your body, which parts of your back are in contact with the mat. And on the next exhale, just allowing yourself to sink a little deeper. Maybe expand that surface area of the back on the mat. So today is our earth mandala. And the energy of the earth element is all about being grounded, being rooted, solid, secure. If the earth element was a person, and usually as people we do identify more with one element than the others, it's probably the person you'd call in an emergency. It's that person who's always there, or those people who are there for you, who make you feel grounded, rooted, centered, at ease. So a little contemplation before we start our mandala flow is when are you at your most earthy? Maybe the earth element isn't one that you personally connect with as much, but we're just going to bring a little contemplation. What practices make you feel most grounded, most nourished? Or around what people, in what company, what things do you do that make you feel that sense of being grounded? As always with our mandala flow, we start with our yin to target and open into the parts of the body we'll be using through the next 60 minutes. And the earth element is all about our forward folding, meaning we're working into spine, lower back, glutes, hips, IT band. There's a lot going on. So we're going to start off with our happy baby. When you're ready, hugging the knees in towards the chest and taking your fingers either around the big toes or around the outer edges of the feet. Soles of the feet are facing up towards the ceiling. Make sure we're not yanking or pulling at the feet, just allowing gravity to gently guide the knees closer towards the armpits. Let the shoulder blades feel like they're sinking into the mat. You can either find stillness or perhaps a little bit of movement left to right along the lower back. Whatever you decide today, staying with that slow, steady inhale through the nose. And using the exhale to feel that grounding, rooted sensation through the spine on the mats. And this happy baby, we're starting to open the inner thighs, the hips and the groin. So as you breathe the next inhale, let's direct the breath down deep in towards the hips. Last couple of breaths here. And then we're going to gently let go of the outer feet. We're going to come up nice and slowly, moving into our dragonfly or Upavista Konasana, our wide-legged forward fold. You might want to turn to the side if you've got anyone on the mat beside you. We're taking the legs out as wide as we can, hands in front. Take an inhale to open the chest, flex the toes up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, very slowly start to walk the hands forward. When you can't walk them anymore, then drop the chin in towards the chest. We want this to be quite passive, so no need to still be flexing the toes. Just use, again, gravity and the weight of your body, your upper body, to start to ease into, again, inner thighs, groin. The reason we hold these yin asanas for a little longer, a few more deeper breaths. Usually in yin, we hold them for between 3 and 5 minutes. is to start to target and open through the connective tissue and the fascia. So there's deeper channels, there's deeper networks where we often hold a lot of the tension or tightness. Giving our bodies time to work into those deeper channels. So just a few more breaths here. On the next inhale, let's walk the hands back in towards the body, lifting the chest. And we're going to meet in a child's pose, balasana, at the back of the mat. Let's take a nice wide leg child's pose. So the knees are super wide, feet are touching at the back, sitting back onto the heels and stretching the fingertips forward. Again, nice earthy forward fold. If you like to work in your yoga class with your ujjayi breathing, you can start to activate that now. If you're not sure what that means, simply taking a deep inhale in through the nose and listening to the sound of the breath as it comes in. As you exhale, a slight constriction through the back of the throat. So it sounds like you're trying to fog up a window or a mirror, but with your mouth closed. Dropping into the space via that sound of the breath. Last couple of rounds here. And then let's walk the hands in. Come to sit up on your heels. Is anybody here, before we start, is anybody here new to Mandala? We've all practiced Mandala before. Amazing. You know where we're going. So I always like to do a little demonstration of the Mandala before we start, of our few asanas, so that you know where we're going. So I will come into that now, and then we will start together. So obviously we start with our Surya A, which I don't need to demonstrate. We'll end up in our downward facing dog. Always starting with the right leg. We inhale, take the right leg up high. Exhale, step the right leg to the front. We use the inhale to rise up for warrior three, nice earthy back bend. Really want to engage that back foot, squeeze the hands in. Inhale, drop the back foot for your arrow lunge. So again, pulling this hip back, reaching forward, really strong through the back body. Inhale, we turn to the back, use the full breath. And then exhale, we come to our standing split. And that's it. Inhale halfway, exhale, take it back through your vinyasa. Everyone good? Amazing. So let's start at the top of the mat, Tadasana. I'm going to take this off. It already feels like it's going to get hot. So reaching down through the feet, let's find hip distance apart. Inhale, let's roll the shoulder blades up towards the ears. And exhale, squeeze them down the back. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. On the next inhale, we're flowing up through our Surya A. Rise up, look past the thumbs. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold for Uttanasana. Use the inhale for your half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands and step it back through your vinyasa. Drop knees, chest and chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana, whatever you prefer. Use the inhale for your back bend and use the exhale to come to downwards facing dog. 5 breaths here. Let's inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhaling for 2. Exhaling for 2. Easing into your first down dog. Maybe you want to pedal out the legs, bending one knee, bending the other, or perhaps finding stillness, whatever feels better in your body today. This is a pose we're going to come back to through the flow. So just checking in each time you're here, what you need, what's going to nourish you better. Last breath here. We inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Let's flow on the next inhale with the right leg. Reach the right leg high for 3-leg dog. Exhale, we step towards the front. Use the inhale, rise up, warrior 3. Exhale, drop the back leg, reach forward, arrow lunge. Inhale, let's turn to the back. And exhale for your standing split. Reach that right leg high. Inhale, lift the chest for your halfway lift. And exhale, let's plant that back foot down and step it back through your vinyasa. Inhaling for your up dog. Exhale, take it back, downwards facing dog. Right side again. Inhale, reaching the right leg high. Exhale, step to the back. Inhaling, reach up, warrior 3. Exhale, drop the back foot, arrow lunge, reach it forward, really nice. Inhale, we turn back to front. And exhale, go up for your standing splits. Inhale, half lift the chest. And exhale, let's take it back through your vinyasa. Use the inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downwards facing dog. We were with the left side. Let's inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, rise up, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge, straight through the back body. Inhale, let's turn to the back. Exhale for your standing split. Inhale, halfway left with the chest. Exhale, step or float back through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downwards facing left leg. Let's inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, step to the back. Inhale, look at the floor. Let's rise up, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, we turn to the front. Exhale for your standing split. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, let's plant the hands, step it back through your vinyasa. Inhale for the upwards facing dog. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Again, 5 breaths. We inhale for 1. Exhale, 1. Inhaling 2. Exhaling 2. 3 more. Let's inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Last one. Inhale for 5. Exhale. We're coming to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up on the tiptoes. Exhale, sit back on the heels, look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of the mat, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, press through the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 breaths. Let's inhale for 1. Find a bit of softness, relax the shoulders. Coming back to that feeling, that earthy, grounded, rooted feeling. As if you've got tree roots coming from the soles of your feet. You're nice and grounded, stable here. Last breath. Blinking open the eyes, ready for Mandala 2. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway left. Exhale, plant the hands, step, float back through your vinyasa. Use the inhale, back bend. Use the exhale. We're going with the right leg. Let's inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, we step to the front. Inhale, rise up, warrior three. This time we pulse. Exhale, arrow lunge. Coming back to that warrior three. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arrow lunge. That's 2. We're doing that 3 more times. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. Twice more, firing up that front leg. Inhale. Exhale, arrow lunge. Last time. Inhaling, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. We twist to the back. Let's inhale, turn. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, half lift with the chest. Exhale, step or jump back through your vinyasa. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, the right side. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step to the back. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 3. Exhale, arrow lunge. This time we hold in our arrow lunge. Inhaling 1. Exhaling for 1. Think about a straight line from the top of the fingers all the way down to that back heel. Really engaging through the back body, strong through the shoulders. Pulling that right hip slightly back in space. Final breath here. Inhaling 5. Exhaling 5. Use the next breath. Let's turn to the front. Inhale. Exhale for your standing split. Inhale, half lift with the chest. Exhale, step or float back, your vinyasa. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, downwards facing dog. Let's move to the left side. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, step to the front. Front, back. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. We're moving to that pulse. Again, let's inhale, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. That's 2. We got 3 more. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. Twice more. Super strong through that back body. Exhale. Last time. Beautiful breath, everyone. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, let's turn to the back. Then exhale for your standing split. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, let's take it back through your vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, left leg. Let's inhale, reach left leg high, three-leg dog. Exhale, step to the front. Use the inhale, rise up, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. This time we stay. Inhaling one. Exhaling one. Nice and active. Inhaling two. Exhale two. Three more breaths. Inhale for three. Exhale. Two more for two. Exhaling two. Last breath for five. Exhale five. Let's use the breath. Inhale, turn back to the front. Exhale, standing split. Inhale, halfway lift with the chest. Exhale, plant the hands. Let's move through your vinyasa. Always the option to add anything onto that transition, any bunny hops. Exhale, down dog. This time we got 5 breaths. Up to you. We can stay in down dog. Come up into our inversion. Inversion for earth is usually our headstand, but you can choose any inversion you like. Or if your energy is a little lower today and you want to drop it down into balasana, child's pose, then listening to your body, listening to what you need. We've got 3 more breaths wherever you are. Nice and strong, incredible energy, everyone. Really nice at home. Final breath. Let's return. Really nice. Meeting in our downwards facing dog. Coming to the front of the mat. Let's rise up onto the tiptoes on the inhale. Exhale, sit back on the heels and look forward. Inhale, step or float to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise. Let's come all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once again, let's close the eyes. Bring a bit of softness. Relax the shoulders. Take any movements you need. Balancing the yang with the yin. The strength with the slow. Coming back to our breath. Slowing it down. Feeling that energy, that prana pulsing through the body. Last breath before our final mandala. Let's use the next inhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway left, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, your vinyasa. Use the inhale for your up dog. Use the exhale to float it back, down dog. Inhaling, reaching the right leg high. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, rise up, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, turn to the back. Exhale, standing split. This time we pulse here. So inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold and tap the right knee to the back of the left knee. Inhale, reach it high and half lift the chest. Exhale, tap the back knee to the front knee. Inhale, reach it high. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, we tap. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, tap. Last one. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, we tap. Let's drop that right foot to the ground and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Twice more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold. Last one. This time, exhale, plant the hands and step it back through your vinyasa. Ready for the right side when we're together. Let's inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step to the back. Inhale, rise up, warrior three. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, turn to the front. Exhale, standing split. This time we're staying in our standing split for 5 breaths. All the options, you can have the hands on the floor, on blocks. Maybe take the bind behind that ankle. Or you can come up into your handstand, maybe taking little bunny hops, giving it a test. If you're in your standing split, really think about engaging that right glute and lifting that right leg as high as you can. It's playtime. We've got 2 more breaths. Exhale, everybody. Let's meet in our forward fold, Uttanasana. Grab hold of each opposite elbow into our ragdoll. Swing the body left to right. Easing into the back of the legs. One more breath. Let's release the hands. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, let's move through your vinyasa. Use the inhale, upwards facing dog. Only got 1 more side left. We're almost there. Let's inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, we step to the front. Inhale through your warrior 3, reach up. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, turn to the back. Exhale, standing split. We're doing those taps. Inhale, reach the chest forward, half lift. Exhale, let's bend and tap. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, we tap. 3 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, tap. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Dropping that left foot to meet the right. Let's half left on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale, half left. Exhale, fold. 1 more. This time, exhale, take it back through your vinyasa. From down dog, last part of this mandala. Inhale, let's reach the left leg high. Exhale, we step to the back. Inhale, rise up, warrior 3. Exhale, arrow lunge. Inhale, turn back to the front. Exhale, standing split, staying for 5 breaths. Again, all the options. Hands to the floor, try and bind behind that ankle. Or maybe bunny hops up towards your handstand. 3 more breaths. Last breath. Meeting in Uttanasana, forward fold when we're ready. Inhale, halfway left. Let's hook the big toes for Padangusthasana. Exhale, pull on those toes and really pour the belly on top of the thighs. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Exhale, let's release and slowly roll up. Take your time stacking vertebra by vertebra till you arrive in Tadasana. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. And exhale, bring all of that intention, that earth grounding element, straight into the heart center. 3 breaths, find some softness. Relax, release that tension in the shoulders and the chest. One more breath here. On the inhale, let's reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, we're coming back to Utkatasana chair. Bending the knees. Quick check that you can see your toes. Shifting the weight back. Tuck the tummy button in. And really reach up from the fingertips. You've got 2 more breaths here. From here, we're coming back through a vinyasa. It's your choice whether you want to add in a crow, bakasana, or any other transitions that you would like to have a little go with. When you're ready, taking it back through your vinyasa. Meeting in downwards facing dog. So we finished our mandala sequence. We now move to another little set of standing before we bring it back down to our seated and end on our yin. On the next inhale, let's reach the right leg high, 3-leg dog. Exhale, we're stepping it in for trikonasana, so 3/4 of the way up the mat. Turning the hips to the long end of the mat, opening to the side, trikonasana. You can grab a block for underneath that hand if it feels better. Think about energy through the top hand and growing tall through the crown of the head, elongating through the side body. You got one more breath. Pressing through the front foot, let's rise up. We're coming to our Pavrita Trikonasana, twisted triangle. So take the hips to face the small end of the mat. This is where you might want to grab your block for your left hand. Inhale, reaching the left arm up high with the block. Exhale, start to fold forward. And when you can't fold anymore, place that block outside the right foot. You may want to stay here, pulling that right hip back in space. Right hand can be on the right hip, on the lower back. Wherever you are, we're thinking about twisting the chest open towards the right. Coming into full expression is lifting that right hand all the way up. But the twist primarily, you want to come from the torso rather than the shoulders. Really nice, everyone. We got one more breath. Let's release that right hand down. Inhale, we're coming to a halfway lift over the front leg. Exhale for your pyramid, folding forward over that front leg. 3 breaths, inhaling 1. Exhale. Inhaling for 2. Exhale. Last breath, inhale 3. Exhale. Everybody halfway lift the chest. Come up on the back toes and drop the back knee down. We're coming to half Hanumanasana, so shift the hips back and slide that right foot forward. Again, blocks can be really handy here if you need them. All about this activation down the back of the right leg. Think about opening the chest on an inhale and then slightly folding forward on the exhale. It doesn't matter how deep you're getting into that forward fold, but we're creating space within the back body. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, walk the hands forward. Let's release that tough Hanumanasana. Hands on the inside of the right foot, heel toe the right foot all the way back around to your tabletop or all fours. We're coming to some dolphin dips. So dropping the forearms down, shoulders, elbows underneath the shoulders. Fingertips nice and wide. Tuck the toes under on an inhale. Exhale, send the hips high and walk the toes in. You can either hold your dolphin for 3 breaths or on an inhale, press to the forearms, lift up onto the toes and tap your nose towards your thumbs. Exhale, sending the hips high. Let's do 2 more dips. Inhale, tap forward. Exhale, send it high. Last one, inhale, tap forward. Exhale, send it high. From here, press through the fingertips, lift the elbows back to your downwards facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high for 3-leg dog. Exhale, step it in for warrior 1. Plant the back heel, lift up, Virabhadrasana 1, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the back, bending the left knee, flexing those right toes. We're staying here 2 more breaths. Last one. Let's turn to the back, frame the front foot, take an inhale. Exhale, step it back through your vinyasa. Inhale through your up dog. Exhale, take it back. We're going to do all of that onto the left side. Let's inhale, reach the left leg high. And exhale, step it into the front for Trikonasana. Inhale, turn to the long end of the mat. And exhale, arrive in your Trikonasana triangle pose. So again, think about space and elongating through the side body. You can look up at the top hand if that feels okay. Final breath here. Press through the front foot. Let's lift up. We're coming to that Pavrita Trikonasana. So if you want to grab your block once again into the right hand. Hips facing the short end of the mat, maybe shorten the stance slightly. Inhale, reach the right arm up tall, left hand on the hip. Square off those hips. Exhale, start to fold forward and place that block outside the left foot. Pull that left hip back in space and then start to twist towards the left. Hands can be on your lower back or full extension, rise up. Staying for one more breath. Dropping the left hand. Let's inhale halfway left over that front leg. Exhale, pyramid, folding forward over the left leg. Inhaling for 1. Exhale 1. 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 2. Exhaling for 2. Last breath for 3. And exhale 3. Inhale, half lift with the chest, up onto the back toes, and drop that back knee down. We're coming to our half splits, sending the hips back and shoot that left foot forward, folding forward over this front leg. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Final one here. Inhale and exhale. You use the inhale to come all the way forward, and exhale, heel toe that left foot back around. Again, we got 3 breaths in dolphin, dolphin dips, or if you want to come up into your pincha, you can also do that. So taking an inhale to prepare. Exhale, let's arrive. Wherever you're going, we've got 3 breaths to play around. So dolphin holding, dolphin dips, or up into your inversion pincha. Final breath for everyone here. Exhale, everyone drop the knees. Let's sit back into our child's pose. Take an inhale in child's pose. Exhale, grounding. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we're going to round up, meeting in our tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips high, down dog. Let's finish the standing sequence. Inhale, reach the left leg up high. Exhale, step it in for warrior 1. Plant the back heel down, inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Skandasana to the front, bending the right knee. Stay here 3 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale 1. Inhaling 2. Exhale for 2. Last breath for 3. And exhale 3. Returning to the front of the mat, plant the hands down, inhale. Exhale, step it back through your vinyasa. Take an inhale for the up dog. Exhale, take it back, downwards facing dog. 3 breaths. We inhale for 1. Exhale 1. 2 more for 2. And exhale for 2. Last breath, inhale 3. Exhale 3. We're jumping through or coming through to our Navasana boat pose. So on the inhale, rise up onto the tiptoes. Exhale, sit back on the heels, look forward. Inhale, let's jump through, meeting in our Navasana boat pose. So 3 options. Hands can be behind the knees. This is option 1. Option 2, arms either side. Option 3, legs are straight. Choosing your variation. And we've got 3 breaths. Wherever you are, think about opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice and active, really nice at home. 1 more breath. We're coming to a bit of a funny seated happy baby. So open the knees, squeeze the knees in, reach your arms on the inside of the legs, press the floor if there was a floor away, and think about actively squeezing the knees into the upper arms and the upper arms back into the knees. It's a pretty horrible one, but we've only got 2 more breaths. Inhale. Really actively squeezing arms into legs and legs into arms. Last one. And exhale, come into crouchasana. So tucking the right leg in, reaching with the left arm. So, left hands around your left foot. And then let's straighten that left leg. If that feels a bit tense, you can use your strap here for crouchasana. It's all about getting down the back of that left leg. We're really working into the back body with the earth element. You've got 1 more breath. From here, we're going to revolve. So if you've got your hand, keep the right hand on the outer edge of that left foot and take the left arm back. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of the head. Exhale to twist. A little bit of fire in our earth. 2 more breaths. Last one. Let's come through center. Unhook the toes, coming to Janu A. So left leg flat out on the mat, right sole of the foot glued into that inner thigh. Inhale, open the chest towards that left leg. Exhale, let's walk the hands. Lead with the heart, lead with the chest, and forward fold. Once again, your strap can be handy here. If you find you can't quite reach the foot, using that strap to just help you reach. 2 more breaths. Last one. Releasing, let's slowly walk the hands up. So we've done a lot of opening into our hips and the back body. We've done a lot of preparation. So one of our peak poses for today's mandala is going to be Hanumanasana, full splits. So we're going to use the blocks. Don't worry if you feel like you don't want to go there or you can't get there. You can just take whatever variation you like of that pose. So we're going to shift onto the left hip from here and take that right leg all the way back. Okay? Lifting up, use the blocks to take the right leg back, left leg forward. You can just stay in that half variation if that's where you want to be today. Staying there. If you want to come down into your full Hanumanasana, sliding 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. Taking your time. We've got 5 breaths. We've already had 2. So 3 more breaths here. Last one. Let's press through those blocks and slide the left foot all the way back. We're meeting in Balasana, child's pose again. This time, take your hands either side of you for this child's pose. Rest the forehead onto the mat. Give yourself 3 breaths. Our next peak pose, so bring the hands in front of you, lift the chest up, is our most earthy inversion, our shavasana headstand. So again, if you feel like you don't want to go, you don't have to go upside down, but we're going to have a little go together. For shavasana, if you're already comfortable, you can come straight up. If you aren't quite sure on, or you aren't quite comfortable with it, you can use a wall, you can ask for my help. But the key is really, it's called a headstand. Think of it as more of a forearm stand. Your weight is in the forearms. You make sure your elbows are the width of your shoulders so they're not too wide. You're placing the head gently on the floor, tucking the toes and walking the feet in. And then it's really just a shift of weight. So we don't want to be jumping up from here. It's really just bending one leg in, bending the next leg in. And you can spend some time here. Okay, here's a great place to be. Nice and earthy, nice and grounding. You can play with the legs, splitting them, taking them up high. Wherever you are, you're really pressing the forearms into the mat. We've got 2 more breaths. And we're going to take it through one last vinyasa. So from your headstand, slowly coming down, making your way into your plank. And exhaling through your chaturanga. Inhale through your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Let's inhale, rise up on the tiptoes. Exhale, sit back on the heels, jumping through to Navasana once again. Choose your option. We've got 3 breaths. Last time you'll be here today, unless you're planning any surprise Navasanas for your evening ahead. Last breath. Come into Crouchasana on the other side, so tucking left foot in, hooking your hands or your strap around the right foot, and taking that right leg out. Really think about squeezing the shoulder blades back here. Get that stretch down the back of the right leg. Last breath. Bringing that bit of fire, that twist. So left hand on the outer right foot, right hand comes back. Inhale, grow tall, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale to twist. 2 more. Last breath here. Inhale, come back through center, Janushasana. Drop the right leg, left foot on the inner right thigh. Inhale, open the chest towards that right leg. Exhale, let's fold forward. Again, maybe grabbing the foot or using your strap to get there. In our Janushasana, the way we can kind of get deeper and fold deeper is by using the exhale. So if you think about when you exhale and your tummy button pulls in towards your spine, it gives you that couple of centimeters more to fold a little deeper. Last breath. Let's slowly release, walk the hands back in, rise up. Coming to our final 2 peak asanas, same as the ones on the other side. So shift onto the right hip, Hanumanasana. Take that left leg back. And then use your blocks or your hands on the mat to lift the hips up. Your variation. You can stay in your half Hanumanasana if that's where you are. You can play with taking it deeper wherever you are. 5 breaths. Final 2. Let's slide that right foot all the way back in. Take it back. I always cue Balasana Child's Pose because I love it. But if you prefer to stay up now for a bit of seated meditation for a few breaths, then you can also do that. Whatever your body's calling you to do. Last one here. And again, the offering for our final inversion again is a headstand or any variation of your headstand. Maybe you want to try the one forearm one, or yeah, any variation that you want to come up into. Or again, if you're playing around with your headstand and you're not quite there, just play with shifting that weight from your heels to your toes. And that's the shift that's eventually going to allow you to come up. You got 5 breaths. Last 2. We're taking it through our final vinyasa, your option of how you get there. Let's come down nice and slowly. Move it towards your plank. Maybe you're coming to your cobra first, then your plank through chaturanga, up dog, and final down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. We're going to meet in our tabletop. So come up on the toes on the inhale and drop the knees down on the exhale. Last little bit of our seated. Let's take opposite arm and opposite leg. So right leg and left arm forwards and backwards. On an inhale, let's lift both. Make sure your gaze is no further than just in front of your hand. Nice straight line through the back body. Let's flex those back toes and really think about engaging the whole of the back body. Nice and earthy. You've got 1 more breath. On the exhale, let's tap elbow to knee underneath the body. Inhale, reach it long. Twice more. Exhale, let's tap. 1 more. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, let's tap. This time, reach it long. Kick the heel in towards the bum and reach around. We're bringing a bit of air, a little bit of back bend into this earth mandala. 1 more breath. And exhale. Let's release. Let's take that right foot 90 degrees out on the mat. Coming to our gate pose. Press through the outer edge of that right foot. Then let's walk the hands forward and melt the chest down. So your chest is coming into a sort of anahatasana posture, but your legs are in a gate pose. You've got 2 more breaths. If you don't feel that stretch to the inner thigh, think about pressing harder through the outer edge of the right foot, gluing it down in towards the ground. Slowly, let's lift the forehead, walk the hands back in, bring the right knee to join the left. Bit of that little sequence on the other side, and then we come down to our yin. So let's take the left foot, right arm forwards. On an inhale, let's lift. You've got 3 breaths. Strong through the back body. Make sure that shoulder is over the wrist. Engage and flex the back toes. Take 1 more inhale, and on the exhale, tap elbow to knee under the chest. Twice more. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale to tap. Last 1. Inhale to reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach long. Let's kick the foot in towards the bum and reach around to bind. Kick the foot into the hand to get that shoulder stretch. Make sure the shoulder's over the wrists. Last breath here. And let's release. Take the left foot out to Parigrasa gate pose. Press through the pinky toe edge of that left foot. And then walk the hands forward, melt the chest down, Anahatasana. 2 more breaths here. Let's walk the hands in, lift the forehead, slide that left foot back. Final wide leg child's pose. Take the Knees the width of the mat. Let's sit back. Slowly transitioning back into our yin. So we're going to rise up, bring the knees together. We're coming to full Anahatasana, heart melting pose. So walk the hands forwards and allow either your forehead or your chin to come to the mat. It's complete personal preference, depending on what feels better for you. For our end of our mandala, for our yin, we always move to the opposite element. So we start with our earth yin, we move through our earth practice. And then for the yin at the end, to balance out the body, bring that rebound, bring that integration, we move to the opposite element. So the anatomical opposite for earth is our air, which is all about back bending. So really allowing in Anahatasana, the inhale to open up through the chest, through Anahata Chakra, heart space. And then exhale to really melt the chest down and open through the shoulders and spine. Breathe into any part of the body that's holding the tension. Final couple of breaths in Anahatasana. And then let's press through the hands, gently lift the forehead off the mat and walk the hands back into our all fours. Before we move to our thread the needle, take a little cat and cow just to reset, or any other movements that you feel like you want to take here. I always think it's quite a nice rebound after Anahatasana to just let your spine move intuitively and move in whatever way you like. Meeting in the center, ready for our thread the needle. Let's inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Take the back of that right arm resting on the mat. Let's slide the left hand up to the top left corner of the mat. I'm going to stay here for a minute. So your options, you can either stay with the left hand on the top left corner. If you'd like a deeper opening through the chest, you can bind that left hand around the lower back and come to hook the inner thigh on the right side. If you're going for that bind, remember it's all about opening the chest. So allow the bind to really open the chest towards the ceiling. Final option is to take the left foot back, tuck the toes, and maybe lift that left leg, which is all about core strength. So really switching on the core, switching on the obliques, and pressing the back side of that right arm into the ground. If you lifted that leg, let's slowly bring it back in. Unhooking the hand if you took the bind. And let's press that left hand into the mat, rise back up through center. Take the right hand up to the sky and exhale, drop it down. We're moving to the other side. So let's inhale, reach the left arm high, open the chest. Exhale to thread the needle. Resting the outer edge of that left arm, really resting onto the mat. Take the right hand to the top right corner and enjoy a couple of breaths here. Same options on this side. If you want that deeper opening in through the chest, you can bind the hand around the lower back, gripping into the left inner thigh. And if you'd like to take it up into the balance, tucking the right toes and sending the right leg back. And maybe engaging the core, switching on the obliques and lifting that right leg up. Slowly bringing that right leg back in, You took the bind, unhooking the right hand, placing it under the shoulder, and pulling yourself back through, lifting left arm all the way up to the ceiling, and placing it back down. So our final yin posture, which I'm going to offer to you guys, is Virasana Hero Pose. If anyone's got any issues with their knees, Virasana can be really intense. So just hold off if you've got any knee issues, and I'll give you a variation afterwards. If we're coming to Virasana, knees together, feet slightly out, and you're coming to sit back. You can use blocks, you can use bolsters underneath the hips if it's too intense on the quads. Okay, inhale, let's open through the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, start to walk the hands back. Up to you how far you'd like to go. You can stay here, you can come back onto the forearms, or if you'd like to come into the full expression, you can come all the way back. It can feel really nice to have a bolster under the spine. It just makes it slightly less intense and slightly more comfortable. So if anyone doesn't have a bolster that needs one, let me know. I can bring one over. We're going to be staying here for a full minute, okay? If anyone needs any assistance or any help here, give me a shout. I'm happy to come over. If you think about anatomically what's happening in our Virasana, it's a huge expansion, a huge extension through the front body, right through the belly, the chest, the shoulders. So as you inhale, already let the front of the body fill up with air. And then as you exhale, let yourself just sink in, melt deeper. Feel nice and grounded, rooted, secure, all those beautiful earthy feelings. So when we go back and think about the earth element in a person or in a character trait, if that's something you resonate with, I guess the potential, not negative, but the potential other side of the earth element is that it can often mean when we are feeling really earthy or feeling really secure that we often get stuck and we don't try to create those new patterns and push ourselves out of our comfort zone. So just the last little contemplation for the earth element is how can we create new patterns and allow the body to express itself through trying new things? Thinking about anything in your life that might be holding you back at the moment or giving you that sort of stuck feeling. Bringing that into the front of the mind now and using your inhale to breathe space into that part of your life, that part of your body. Last couple of breaths in our Virasana. And then very slowly press the hands into the mat and tuck the chin into the chest to bring yourself up. Okay, bring the upper body all the way forward into your all fours. And then you can slide back and lay all the way down into your shavasana. If there's any last minute movements or asana that you'd like to take, any rebounds, then please feel free to do so. If you're ready for shavasana, just laying back, letting the feet flop out to either side, taking your palms to face up. Let's take a deep inhale together all the way down into the belly. And then exhale through the mouth. A couple more, inhaling in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. to gently start to deepen the breath. And then in the opposite from the start of the class, let's gently move the awareness, this time from the internal to the external through little movements, maybe the fingers and toes. Perhaps taking the head left to right on the mat, sway. And then on an inhale, we'll take the arms up and overhead, full body stretch away from the feet. On the exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Know that the earth element, this rooted, centered, grounded feeling, mainly comes from within yourself. Let's take it onto whichever side feels more comfortable. And just allow yourself a couple of breaths on your side. Taking a moment to feel gratitude or thank you to yourself for carving out the time before the weekend to practice your yoga. And then taking your time, let's rise up to a seat. We'll take our last few breaths together today. Let's inhale, rise the arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring some of that secure, rooted energy into the heart center. Inhale, thumbs to the third eye. And exhale, let's bow forward, namaste. Huge thank you. Thanks to everyone at home. And thank you to each one of you for practicing with me today.